when you're thinking about training, you're probably not really thinking about your feet. But your feet are a very critical component to talking to the ground, establishing that communication pathway, as you have a ton of sensors underneath your feet that send information to the rest of your body. So here's a couple things you can do to work on your foot health. This doesn't have to be done at your gym. You can do this at home and not have to worry about a bunch of random looks. But I see the athletes that work on their foot health over the course of their career have fewer injuries, have a little bit better maintenance with all of this, and actually have a little bit better posture as well. So the first thing you can do, a lot of times if you're having knee pain, a lot of it is because you're collapsing your arch. So you can see here, as my arch collapses, my knees start to dive in, automatically tension here. So then if you're trying to squat like this, that tension's pulling on your knee, it's not really stable, it's going to cause some pain at some point. So we want to avoid that. So a simple drill you can do, you're starting in just a nice little quarter squat position, so knees behind the hips, and then engage your arch. You do that by driving your knees out slightly, and you can see that my foot is starting to really develop this arch. So I go from collapse to engaged, and I'm just holding there. I'm not rolling onto the side of my foot. So from the side, if you want to see what this looks like, I'm here, engaged, arch is starting to form versus collapse. Engaged versus collapsed, okay? That little difference can make a huge change in how your squat feels, how your lunges feel, your jumping capacity, all of that stuff. So again, you can start feet shoulder width apart. Think about just being nice and relaxed at first. Drive the knees out a little bit and really engage the arch. The last thing I want you to think about, big toe, really collapsing down on the ground, pushing into the ground, because what that's going to do is going to turn on your glute. That big toe is like a trigger for your glute. So really think about nice strong arch, okay? Start with feet shoulder width apart, then you can go more of a staggered stance. Same thing, keeping that engagement, okay? Knees just drive out slightly, don't get too exaggerated with it, and really establish that arch over time. Very small motion, hard to see, but something that's very valuable. Next thing, if you got a lacrosse ball, just rolling out the bottom of your foot. This is a good one if you're at a desk and say you're wearing flip-flops to work or something, you have a ball, you can roll out your foot, just kind of working around different ranges, all the way up to the toe even. It's just a nice thing to help break up some of that tension that's occurring underneath. And it's something I do almost every night just when I'm kind of sitting around watching TV. The last one, you can grab a towel or you can grab a sheet like I have here. And then you're just going to work on overall strength by trying to roll in this towel with your toes. This is really working that musculature underneath your foot, and you're just trying to coil this towel in as much as you can. Nice and steady, no real repetitions. You can just set a certain time frame to do it. But this is all very valuable stuff for foot health, and just maintenance of that over time and taking care of your feet will lead to fewer injuries, better posture, and better performance.